All right, it's Windjammer, and I'm officially at the start of the High Sierra Trail. Little buddy about to see me off. I appreciate the well wishes, my friend. I hope you enjoy your apple. I think he is. So, anyway, I'm at Crescent Meadow. This is Kaweah National Park, High Sierra Trail. I'll be camping at Bearpaw Meadow tonight. It's 11 miles away. And in 6 days, I'll be summiting Mount Whitney, which is 60 miles away from where I'm currently at. So, time to hit the trail. There's some giant sequoia trees. Absolutely massive. Can't even get to the top of that thing. Well, I'm about a half mile in. The bugs are absolutely atrocious. They're just all over my face. But that's not gonna last forever. Just deal with it for now. Whew. It's a beautiful Sierra Mountains. Bugs are still an extreme issue. You can probably hear them buzzing. Just hundreds of them, it seems like. Oh man, I don't know. Hopefully they'll let up. But it's pretty brutal right now. But that's a beautiful sight. The bug situation has gotten better. Still around, but better. Or maybe I've just gotten used to them swarming my face. But this is why you come out here and do this stuff. That's freaking epic. And that's just a taste. A very small taste of what's to come. Get you a little excited. Update on the flies. So, after I just said that, they'd gotten better, I think they can hear me. Because God, did they come swarming. So bad. But, good news. I just ran into a ranger and I was talking to him. I asked him, I was like, dude, what's up with these flies? Do they relent? He said, actually they do. Here pretty soon. It's just mainly at the start of the trail. Possibly when I drop down into Kern Canyon on day 3, I'll be back down in a lower elevation and they could be down there. But he said, I don't even think they're down there though. So mainly it's just the start and maybe the finish the last day. But that is fantastic news. Makes me happy news. All right. I'm about 7 miles in, I think. So I'm probably about 4 miles away from Bearpaw Meadow, where I'll be camping tonight. It's been an easy hike so far, other than the flies. That'll change tomorrow. I know the sun's shining pretty hard in this shot, but it has to be taken. This is looking out towards the Great Western Divide. And it's large and looming. And tomorrow I'll have to climb up and through it. So kind of shows what kind of day tomorrow is going to be. But also pretty exciting. It's beautiful. About 4 miles away from camp for tonight. And then tomorrow I'll climb large portion of the day, past Hamilton Lake, Precipice Lake, and up through Kaweah Gap, Kaweah Pass. Somewhere up that way. We're day one, and there's Bear one. Hey, Bear. I guess he's content just sitting in the middle of the trail. Bear, you gonna? Oh, you eating? Okay. He's got some food. All right. Well. Bud, do you mind taking that somewhere else? Okay, that's clearly a no. All right. Well, see if I can walk around him some way. I was gonna walk around, but there's a little cub right under that tree. So I don't think that'd be a good idea for me to walk towards the cub when Mama is right down there. So I'm gonna try to figure out another way or just wait her out. Here she goes. She's off the trail. And I am past her. Moving right along. So she was just trying to eat. Seemed very docile. But when I started to try to go around her, I saw the little cub waiting for her under the tree. Don't screw around when Mama's in there and the babies. Here I'm crossing Buck Creek. Little bridge. That's nice. And I'm pretty close to my campsite, but there is a good little climb to get up to Bearpaw Meadow. And then that'll be a wrap for today. So this is Bearpaw Meadow Ranger Station and High Sierra Camp. But it's been closed since COVID. Well, there's a ranger up here, but not a camp. And those mountains will be where I'll head out tomorrow. Across the Great Western Divide, somewhere in there. Oh, tomorrow's gonna be a doozy. All right, well, camp is set up. I'm just a little bit down from that High Sierra camp at the Backpackers Campground. And I got my tent pitched. There's a nice little fire ring with some places to sit. I got some gear over there. It's only about 3:40. I don't know how much more filming I'm gonna actually do today. I'm probably gonna go eat around 5:30 and go to bed early. I do not have my sea legs yet. But we gotta do map time though. Can't skip out on the map. All right, here is the map. For this trip, I'm using the Tom Harrison Mount Whitney High Country map. So this is Crescent Meadow here. This is where I started this morning. I hiked the High Sierra Trail. It says 11 miles. My GPS says 13, but I did kind of, I don't know, all the way here to Bearpaw Meadow. So this is where I'm camped at now. And it was a mostly easy hike other than the bugs, but wasn't that big a deal. So tomorrow is a big day though. Tomorrow we'll get up and start getting into some high country here to pass the Great Western Divide. There's Hamilton Lake, supposed to be really pretty. Precipice Lake. And then here's a Kaweah Gap pass, so I'll open that up a little more. And then down into the Big Arroyo. So that's the plan for tomorrow. How's this for dinner and a view? Well, I've eaten dinner, brushed my teeth, and it's about 6:30. So I'm gonna do some stretching, get ready for tomorrow, and then it's gonna be an early night in the tent for me. These bugs are incredible. Goodness. But everything's in there, ready to rock and roll. So, early to bed, early to rise. Big day tomorrow. That's the end, day one. Good morning. Welcome to day two. Here's the High Sierra camp behind me, and I'm just a few steps down from it, obviously. And I'm heading towards Hamilton Lake, 4 miles away. Today should be a good bit of climbing, and probably one of the tougher days on the trail, at least until the very end when we climb Whitney. But yeah, a lot of climbing, 2 beautiful lakes, a couple interesting features, and we'll see it all on the way. That's the sun coming up over the Great Western Divide right there. It is a sight to see for sure. Be even better view. Get around this tree. Wow. This is pretty neat. A little box canyon. It's got a little bridge over it, very short bridge, but it covers a very deep little canyon. And there's also going to be a neat little feature in here. I believe I'm in the right place. Yes. That was the previous bridge. Got wiped out by an avalanche. Beautiful morning so far. And look over here on the other side. Nice little cascades. Yeah. Pretty sweet. Climbing up these switchbacks out of up to Hamilton Lake. The sun hasn't quite got me yet. I keep getting this nice little breeze, but you can see behind me, it's ever encroaching, and I don't think this is gonna last much longer. About to get hot. I'm trying to use the tree to block out the glare of the sun, but this is Hamilton Lake. It is beautiful. Definitely be a cool place to camp. They got a jet going overhead somewhere. Oh well. Yeah. Absolutely beautiful lake. Okay, this is really cool. You see the cables there in the base of a structure. There was a bridge here that crossed this huge gorge to my right, which you'll see in just a second. But it was also swept away in an avalanche. So the engineers on the trail came up with a new idea to cross this gorge. I believe it involved dynamite. So, here's the gorge. You can see where the bridge connected on the other side. Super far down. So, they just blew a hole in the mountain. How about that? Super, super cool. I have climbed very far. That's Hamilton Lake way down there. You see these just granite stones. I gotta be getting close. Wow. There it is. Precipice Lake. Absolutely stunning. That's gonna be it for Precipice Lake for me. Had a nice little break. And I believe I'm only about a half mile, maybe 300 feet of elevation gain, maybe 500, something like that, that way, up to Kaweah Pass. And I'll be very happy when I go over that bad boy and down into the Big Arroyo. Can't come soon enough. I made it to Kaweah Gap, and that is looking down the Big Arroyo. This is Hard Lake. It's shaped like a little heart. Love is in the air inside Kaweah. Wait, see here, mountains. It's quite all right. So I'm about to start booking it downhill that way for, I don't know, 3-ish miles maybe, and should find a place to camp. Alright, thank God the climbing's over for today. one thing I should most absolutely certainly note is that we're coming over through this gap. I just officially crossed the Great Western Divide, which is pretty freaking cool. Anyway, keep walking. I'm tired, really tired. I've made it to the Big Arroyo patrol cabin, and there's supposed to be some campsites very close by, which I think just right down there, and bear boxes. So I'm gonna find some water and get set up. Here's cozy camp number 2, right by this little creek. There's actually a lot of people camp down here. Well, I say a lot, that's probably like 4 tents already pitched. What time I got here? Beautiful little creek. Time for day number 2. So I started here at Bearpaw Meadow, hiked a lot of climbing, saw some beautiful lakes, Hamilton Lake, more climbing, Precipice Lake was beautiful, through Kaweah Gap, and then down into Big Arroyo, which is amazing actually. So this is where I'm camped at now. Hiked these almost 3 miles down. I'm just off the High Sierra Trail at this campsite right here. So that's it for today. Really tough day, but very rewarding as well. I think it was about 14 miles. Not positive on that. About 14. So tomorrow, a little bit of climbing through here, but not much. And I'll get up into the Chigupa Plateau and then drop down into Kern Canyon, where I'll camp right up here at the hot springs. So another long mile day tomorrow, but no climbing, none too serious anyway. So it's gonna be a good day. All right. Okay, it's 7 o'clock at night. And I've eaten, brushed my teeth, gotten in my tent. And if you listen carefully, you can hear the slow babbling of a running brook. That's what I'm gonna go to sleep to tonight. So I'm gonna read for a little bit first, and then adios, manchanas. Good night on day 2.
Welcome to day 3. He's up. Today I'm heading to the Kern Hot Springs. So at the end of this day, it's gonna be a cool little surprise. But we got a pretty good way to go before we get there. So I gotta wake up.
Well, it's 7:30 in the morning. I'm up from camp, back on the trail, taking a right down to the Kern River. 11.6 miles. that way. Well, I've been climbing for the first 2.5 miles here. A little harder than I anticipated it to be this morning, but hasn't been super steep, but it's just been relentless. But I was looking at the map, and I think I'm pretty close to the point where it's gonna make a turn and start traveling back south, down for the remainder of my day. So my legs can use some downhill for a while, for sure. Whew. Anyway, I'll be up on the Chigupa Plateau fairly soon. This is really cool to me. This tree right here is a foxtail pine tree. There's another over there. Really amazing trees. I mean, you can just look at them, see how cool they look. They can live to be over 2,000 years old. So I mean, this thing's been here centuries, if not longer. Pretty freaking cool. And also, my favorite poet, Jim Harrison, on the cover of his essential poems book, you can find a foxtail pine tree, which is pretty neat. So, really cool tree. Hopefully I'll see more of them. Here's the junction to Moraine Lake. If I take a right, see the sign there. Moraine Lake, 2.2 miles, Kern River, 7.3. And it does make a big loop back around, but I'm heading to the Kern River on this left path, and I'm gonna bypass Moraine Lake. So 7 miles down until I'm at the bottom of the canyon. And it looks like I've traveled 4.6 so far this morning, because I came from that Big Arroyo campground. So I'm taking the left path and on into the sun. I've been kind of in the forest for a while, but now I'm seeing some mountains again. Just rounded a corner and that was staring in my face. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Whew. It's getting a little hot. California is in the midst of a heat wave right now. Perfect time to throw in a super heavy pack and hike 70 miles to the Sierra Mountains. Pretty peaceful day though. That's the views dropping down into Kern Canyon. It just dawned on me that this is Sky Polar Meadow. It's beautiful. Sky Polar. That's a cool name too. And there's a look down into Kern Canyon. You can see the Kern River flowing through there as well. So I'm traversing along the side here, working my way down into that canyon. But looks like I still got a little bit of a piece to go. At least it's downhill. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing this the other way, on the other side of the canyon. Oh, that's going to be a doozy. Now we're getting down in the Kern Canyon. Definitely a change in atmosphere. Waiting on some Ewoks to come jumping out. Okay. Ooh, heard some thunder behind me. Interesting thing about Kern Canyon is that it actually runs north-south, which is an anomaly out here. But the reason that it does is because it's on a volcanic fault line. That brings with it a perk. There are hot springs out here. So my body needs them badly. It's actually a tub that you can fill up and the water's 115 degrees. That I'm probably gonna pass on. But there's also pools where it mixes with the Kern River where it's nice and warm and relaxing. So I should be there soon, and I'm excited about soaking these weary bones. Big time. Pretty cool little bridge out here to cross this creek. Oh. So I'm at the hot springs, and I dipped my toe in there and it's super freaking hot. So let's see, and it looks very algae. Oh my gosh, that is burning hot water. Oh. Ooh. I don't know if I could go all in this. I think. Oh gosh. That is very, very hot. I'm gonna go get down where it's kind of mixed and it's not as hot. Oh. It's perfect. Lose the bandana for a while. Get my hair washed. Well, I feel incredibly refreshed. The hot springs was amazing. I think you can even hear it in my voice. That is the sound of contentment. I do have a bit of a mafioso thing going with my hair here, where I slicked it back while I was trying to wash it, but at least try to get some of the dirt out in there. So, I'm on. Little Johnny the Moochie, huh? You know, I'm out here hiking. Gotta take a bath, you know? Put my gel in. Haven't done that voice in a long time. Rusty. But anyway, I'm back at camp now. There's my little tent pitched. I went ahead and put the storm doors down because it's dark clouds and a lot of thunder. I didn't want it to rain on my gear when I was relaxing in the natural spa. So this is gonna be it for day 3. I'm gonna hang out for a while, eat dinner here after a little bit, and then call it a night. So see you in the morning for day 4.